Hi guys, it's Amber Cranston, your independent Scentsy consultant, and I thought I'd get back to you about the fragrances from the new summer collection that dropped a couple weeks ago. Um, I've melted all of them now, and I just want to give you my thoughts about each of them and tell you which ones I like the best. Now, I only got 3 of the 5 in wax bar form. My watermelon tangerine that I was going to get jumped out of my cart, so I added it to my Scentsy Club, and I'm waiting to get that. It should be coming this next month, but I did get it in hand soap form, so I'll tell you my thoughts about that as well. So first off, we'll start with Hibiscus Water. Now, Hibiscus Water is a fresh scent. Let me see what Scentsy says. Okay, this is what Scentsy says about it. The fragrance notes are apple and hibiscus, frolic, and a mellow mineral water spring. Now, to me, there is a sweetness. It is sweet. And it is appley sweet, but not like in your face apple like Johnny Appleseed is. It is more of a watery, fresh apple, almost like an apple peel sweetness. And then you get a very soft, feminine hint of floral that rounds out the fragrance nicely. The throwabout in this one was about an 8. And it was just refreshing and clean and made your house feel summery. It just gave it a summery vibe. So that was Hibiscus Water. The second one is Palm Beach Breeze. Now, Palm Beach Breeze on cold, I liked it. It wasn't a favorite though. It was almost a little too not really soapy, but too just like bathroom fresh, if that makes sense. Which I do melt bathroom fresh, but scents, mainly in the bathroom. But I kind of was expecting something a little bit different. But let me tell you, once I melted this, I fell in love with it. It is an amazing scent. Here's what Scentsy says about it. Flamingo peach struts over lush palm greens and a hint of salty ocean musk. So the green notes and the soft peach mix so well together. It gives us this fresh, summery, beautiful fragrance. And almost to me, it feels like a fresh cut rose, which is kind of weird. The peach and the greens mixed together, it just reminds me of like a fresh cut garden rose or another flower as well that just picked from the garden, almost sweet and light and refreshing and beautiful. It's more of a softer fragrance, more of like a background fragrance, but it does have an amazing throw, even with it being a softer fragrance. So the throw out of 10 was between an 8 and a 9. And then the fragrance, the actual scent, was probably around a 7. And then finally, last but not least of the melts, is Pineapple and Fuego. Now this one on cold, you mainly just get pineapple. I did kind of get a little bit of a kick smelling it on cold. Let's see what Scentsy has to say about this one. The notes are pineapple nectar and sugarcane get fired up with a dash of sriracha. I know in my haul video I said chipotle, but it's sriracha, not chipotle. Now when I melted this one, it was straight up a Dole Whip to me. Anyone that's been to Disneyland or Disney World and know what I'm talking about, their pineapple soft serve, that is exactly what it was. It was totally a creamy, delicious pineapple soft serve. And when it was warming, I really didn't get any spice at all from it. So if anyone's afraid of the sriracha note in it, I don't think you need to be, because it didn't come through at all. It was just yummy, creamy, light, summery, delicious pineapple soft serve. As you can tell, obviously, I love Dole Whips. So this was a winner in my book too. The throw was the lightest of all of them. It was about a 7 out of 10, but still good. Okay, and then finally, I don't have this in wax melt yet, like I said, but I just thought I'd give you an overview in regards to the hand soap. First of all, Scentsy's hand soaps, I have to say, are awesome. You really feel like your hands are clean. You know, some soaps, when you wash your hands, it still feels like there's stuff on them. When I've washed my hands with Scentsy's hand soaps, they definitely feel like all the gunk has been taken off. They're really good, and then they leave an amazing fragrance on your hands as well too afterwards. So the watermelon tangerine scent, it is definitely watermelon. That's the most prevalent note, but there is a citrus to it as well, and then there's a light green scent to me as well. And then it's not a complete like Jolly Rancher watermelon, but it is a tiny bit candy-like. I'm hoping with the wax melt, when I get that it will be more like fresh, authentic watermelon rather than candied watermelon. But I know watermelon is kind of one of those that's kind of difficult to make authentic and not Jolly Rancher-y, which I love. I do love candy scents too. But with this one, I'm hoping that it will be more on the authentic side, because then it just feels more like refreshing summer type of scent. But this is definitely, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend adding it to your Scentsy Club, sight unseen, because it's amazing. It is an absolute epitome of summer type of scent, and all these actually are really good. I definitely will add these two to my club, and this one I loved it. It is really good too, but because it was on the lighter side, I might forego that one. I don't know. I might end up still adding it to my club too. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's a little bit of review for you on some of the new summer collection scents. And when I get watermelon tangerine in wax bar form, I'll make sure to do a little update about that as well. So if you don't have a Scentsy consultant and you would like for me to be your consultant, I would be happy to. Go to my website, madaboutmelts.scentsy.us, and you can shop for any of the fragrances from the catalog, or if you want to shop for these fragrances. I know this one is still available for regular purchase, but you can add these to a Scentsy Club, which is not, you're not ever locked into the club. You can add bars, take them out, get rid of the club altogether, but it's a good way to try scents that have run out on the regular website, that are limited edition and sold out super quickly. That's still a good way for you to get to try some of those scents. So I highly, highly recommend the Scentsy Club. Anyway, thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. Please like and subscribe the video if you want more content, and I will talk to you soon. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.